Hey. Hey, I didn't expect to see you here. Hey, how's it going? I'm so glad you're here. There was something I wanted to talk to you about that I was thinking about back there. You know what this city's taught me? This city's taught me that the most important thing in this perfect storm of triumphs and disappointments that we call life, most important thing is to dream. Our ability to dream. I mean, kids have it. Kids have it in droves. But when we grow up, we kind of lose that, don't we? But what's worse is that we not only lose the ability to dream, we lose the ability to respect someone else's dream when it's put in front of us. You know, we kind of disregard it. It's sad, you know. When I was a kid, right, all the kids in my neighborhood, they all dreamed of being big things like astronauts and doctors and lawyers and rock stars and things like that. Nah, not me. Nope, I was smarter than them. My dream was more logical and tangible and realistic. Yeah, when I was a kid, I dreamed of being Frank Sinatra. Yeah, no, not like Frank Sinatra. I wanted to be Frank Sinatra. I wanted to talk like him and sing like him and act like him. And I had a suit and a fedora hat and a pinky ring, because he wore one, right? So that means it has to be cool, I guess. And so I stood in the mirror one day with my second-hand suit and my wrinkled tie and my cheap fedora cocked to the side and my pawn shop pinky ring. And I realized, man, I have nothing that this guy had at all. Just a suit and a fedora, that's really all I had, and barely that. But I wanted to be him so bad, you know? And when I got older, it kind of shifted. Like then all of a sudden I wanted to be Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day, right? This big punk rock icon who sold out. He sold out. But he sold out, though, to ensure longevity in a musical genre where that word is virtually unheard of. And then I got in a weird phase, and I really wanted to be David Bowie. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because nobody knows what the hell David Bowie really is, and I think that's kind of cool. He's like androgynous and misunderstood and strangely cool. And then I settled on Bob Dylan, this first-rate, world-class poet who plucked at that acoustic guitar like America, steady and cocksure. And when he opened his mouth, it was rough. It was occasionally shrill and beautifully off-key, just like the voice of his generation was. A generation that cried out for peace and wisdom in a war-torn, God-forsaken decade, and they didn't care who heard them. And I wanted to be these people so bad because they were everything that I wasn't. They were charismatic and cool. They were edgy and different, respected and admired, seen, heard, appreciated. One day, I was about 20 or 21, and I took a good hard look in the mirror, and I finally saw myself. I'd never seen it before. All I'd seen was the guy hiding in the shadows of his idols way up on a pedestal. But I finally saw myself, and at that point, I'd put on a little bit of weight, so I started to resemble my father, who I really only knew from photographs. But I realized that the only thing he left me was hereditary fucking baldness, as you can see, from the hairline that's retreating faster than the French army when the heat was on. Yeah, thanks, Dad. And
oh my God.
I realized that nothing about me was cool or edgy. Everything was unique, though. Everything about me was unique, and I thought, I've got it. I'm going to be an actor. That's what I'm going to do. I can be myself at home, and I can be somebody else on the stage. It's perfect for me. It's a perfect career. So I poured every bit of effort that I had into acting. I read every single book. I went to every workshop. I was in every play that would cast me, even the bad ones. I did 14 summer stock shows in 2 summers. Isn't that amazing? Thank you. You're welcome. They even cast me as Othello. I know, the Aryan poster boy played a black Moor. It doesn't make sense to me either. But the theater that I did it at had no budget for makeup. So genius me covered myself from head to toe in brown shoe polish. And it did the trick for 2 fucking weeks. That shit wouldn't come off for anything. It made my day job kind of hard, but it made me feel safe walking home in my neighborhood at night, so it's all right. But it showed you the dedication that I had, the passion that I all of a sudden had for acting. And I made every role that I played the best dramatic performance since Laurence Olivier fucked up Richard III for every actor that followed him. And I got rave reviews from all my local small town papers, and all my family and friends told me that I was the next Warren Beatty. The hell do you mean, who's Warren Beatty? Never mind, it's not important. What's important is that I finally made it here, to L.A., to California, the land of the dream and the home of the deranged, where the state song is casting directors screaming "next" in perfect unison, and the state bird is an SAG voucher just blowing in the wind. You can't fucking grab it. Look, I'm sorry. I know I'm running off at the mouth. I'm just a really big fan, that's all, you know? And hey, if anything comes up in one of your next projects you think I might be right for, you can find me here in Joe's Cafe. Here 60 hours a week, you know, I gotta pay the rent. An agent? No, I used to have an agent. I have a restraining order now. I don't have an agent, though. But look, thank you so much for letting me bend your ear. I appreciate it. I'll fresh up that coffee for you, Mr. Spielberg. I'm on. Thank you.